Good afternoon, dear viewers. We welcome you to our channel and hope that you will have a pleasant time following our review of recent events. Last Saturday, the east coast of the United States was under the influence of Tropical Storm Ophelia. Although the storm did not reach hurricane status, its effects were significant. Heavy rains and winds, despite their low speed, caused flooding and bad weather that stretched from North Carolina to Massachusetts. At the time the storm made landfall, maximum wind speeds were 31 meters per second. At this point, Ophelia has weakened and is now a post-tropical depression, but is still impacting a narrower area including Virginia and Delaware. High winds have caused damage to power lines and many residents remain without power. In some areas, including the town of Brill, New Jersey, streets were flooded during the high tide caused by Storm Ophelia. Washington state also suffered severe damage, including flooding, falling trees, and damage to homes and cars. Large hail fell in the state of Texas, causing damage to cars, roofs, and windows. The hail was so large that it left 2 to 3 inch holes on the ground afterward. There was an incident involving an Onondaga airplane at Perm Airport during landing when the airliner traveled off the runway. There were no casualties from the incident and the aircraft was evacuated back to the pad. There were 174 passengers on board, including 26 minors, and 7 crew members. In connection with the incident, Bolshoi Savino Airport was temporarily closed for receiving and dispatching aircraft for several hours. At present, the airport has restored its operation and is functioning as usual. A fuel depot in the Benin suburb of Port Nova turned out to be the scene of a major tragedy when a large-scale fire claimed dozens of human lives. The incident occurred suddenly and quickly engulfed a large area, posing a serious threat to the surrounding area. The area of the fire at the fuel depot is estimated to be thousands of square meters, and the fire broke out with such force that it was impossible to prevent its spread. Flames and thick black smoke became visible for many kilometers around, causing panic and anxiety among residents of the Nova suburb. Despite the immediate efforts of the firefighting service and rescuers, the fire got out of control and dozens of people became victims. Their exact number is still being confirmed, but horror and bitterness of loss have gripped locals and authorities. The eruption of the Kilauea volcano in Hawaii continues to capture the attention of many. At this point, it can be noted that the activity of this mighty natural phenomenon remains stable and unchanged. Hawaii, as an island nation, is known for its volcanic nature, and Kilauea is one of the most famous volcanoes in this region. This volcano has been actively erupting for a long time, and scientists have been monitoring its activity to predict possible changes and assess potential threats. At present, the stability of activity gives hope that there will be no serious consequences for local residents and the natural environment. Powerful bad weather came to the city of Caxias do Sul and Rio Grande do Sul, Brazil, creating an incredible thundercloud that hung over the city. Not long after, some regions experienced heavy downpours and hail, causing damage to roofs of homes and cars. These natural phenomena remind us of the power of nature and the need to be vigilant in such conditions. Local authorities and emergency services have already started work to repair the damage and provide assistance to those affected. Such phenomena emphasize the importance of taking precautions and being prepared for natural disasters at any given time. Heavy hailstorms hit Italy, affecting Talamaggiore and San Severa. Locals in different regions also encountered unexpected tornadoes. These unexpected natural phenomena emphasize the importance of preparedness and monitoring weather conditions. Local agencies are already taking steps to address hail and tornado damage and provide assistance to those affected. At times like these, it is important to exercise caution and listen to advisories from meteorologists and authorities to ensure the safety of all residents. More than 300,000 bats are flooding an Australian city, and residents are comparing the mass phenomenon to the biblical plague. Surreal scenes of a veil of black bat wings filling the city's skies have become an object of attention and horror for locals. This unusual bat migration is causing a lot of trouble for local authorities and environmentalists, who are trying to develop strategies to regulate and prevent possible negative effects. Damage to houses and infrastructure, as well as dirt and noise caused by the multitude of bats, become the main problem. Locals observing this impressive migration are drawing attention to the importance of maintaining ecological balance and taking precautions to avoid human-nature conflicts. While this bat invasion brings some inconvenience, it also reminds us of the richness of nature and the amazing phenomena that can occur around us. In early September this year, India's Chandrayaan-3 moon rover failed to successfully come out of hibernation, and this has caused some alarm in the world of space exploration. The press office of the Indian Space Research Organisation reported that the vehicle had completed its tasks and was safely parked and then put into hibernation mode. However, today, after the end of the lunar night, when it was supposed to resume its operation, the spacecraft did not respond to the signal sent. At the moment, engineers and scientists are making active attempts to establish communication with the Vikram landing module and the Chandrayaan lunar lander to find out their current status after the sleep period. Expectations and hopes now center on the possibility of re-establishing communication and continuing the mission. The situation leaves a lot of questions open, and at the moment experts are working to find answers. A report from the Space Research Organization states that attempts to establish contact will continue and the entire team remains in tense anticipation. Hopefully, the scientists will be able to re-establish contact with the Chandrayaan-3 lunar rover and continue their research on the moon. Let's keep an eye on the developments and hope for a positive outcome in this exciting space mission. Follow the updates on our channel and don't forget to subscribe to keep abreast of the most important events in the world of science and space.